Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fortitude. Today I'm bringing a game as Grinning Trickster Stirs Up Trouble versus Sweden level 6 as the leading adversary and then France as the supporting adversary. So this should be interesting. Let's see how it plays out. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so we are playing on board E. Starting explore is mountains. I think that works out in our favor. I'll just throw the France6 explorer into E6. And then royal backing was in the wetland, so let's just go ahead and throw it down here. Now we kind of have an unfair advantage in this matchup, and that is Sweden is doing extra damage from Sweden level 3, and that will go a long way in destroying the towns, because every city is doing like how much 5 damage, so basically it can take out two towns and an explorer. So in all of these lands, for example like E4, E8, like I don't have to feel threatened unless there are like more than two towns in there. And that will help me kind of keep the town count low for the France loss condition. And then we definitely want to target to get some advantage from the slave rebellion card that comes up. And looking at Sweden, I think that's mainly that's the main thing that I need to focus on. Then I don't want to take any of these ravages that do 6+ damage, so I always want to find an answer to those lands. So yeah, let's get into the game. Let's see how we want to approach this. At least the first 3 or 4 turns, I would say we definitely want to try to grow every turn. And maybe then we can focus on doing like a reclaim, gain energy and reclaim kind of loop. Okay, so I want to fight back in my E2. I want to destroy the city in E2. So the way I do that is, let's go bottom. Let's put a presence over here. And then we'll push the Dahan. So that's from our tracks. It gives us a push 1 Dahan from your lands. Actually, I think this is probably the first video of Trickster I'm doing on the channel, so let me just give a quick overview. So these are the tracks. It stops at 3 energy and then 5 card play, so that's pretty good. The growth options, so it's a pick 2 spirit similar to Keeper, where we have to pick, the first one is reclaim, then there's add a presence, gain a power card, and then gain energy equal to card plays +1. So that's why I kind of rush to this 3 spot, because that'll give us like a big surge of energy. And then we add like a lot of strife. We are a strife spirit, and every time we add our powers add strife in a land, we may pay 1 energy to add strife within range 1. And then also after your power removes blight, destroy 1 of your presence. Ignore this rule for let's see what happens. Let's see what happens is the main reason Trickster is so popular. It's basically you're gambling on a power card and you can ignore these restrictions. So I'll just let you read through this. I won't like go into a lot of detail. You can see it in action in a second. And then why don't you and them fight? This is actually surprisingly useful. Like these different tiers can do a lot of work. For example, the 3 air is giving you another strife, which can be great into France. Your 3 animal is giving you like this beast damage that can go a long way if you kind of lean towards like a beast, like an animal type build with the different power cards. Looking on the back, so it's a moderate complexity spirit. This is again the summary, playstyle, how you kind of play the spirit. And then quickly looking at the power cards. So again, really fun cards. Very common combo with Trickster, and something that we'll be doing in this matchup as well is doing impersonate authority and incite the mob. That's kind of, these 2 cards should always usually go together. And then over enthusiastic arson is something you can play independently, and unexpected tiger kind of leans into your right innate, the bottom. So kind of positioning those beasts. It is important to note that it's range 0, so you try to make sure that your presence is in the land with beasts. And you can always do that using your reclaim, because it allows you to move a presence, and you can also just place a presence into a land with beasts. Okay, so that's an overview. Let's do this. Let's push this here. I am going to go for a power card. Let's go for a miner. I am looking for an air, and I did get an air. I did get sap. Now sap can be tempting because it's defend 5, but this air is actually more tempting to me. Actually, I say that, and I did draft Disorienting Landscape, which is a moon and air, and it can help me add a strife. I mean, it can help me add a wilds. That can go a long way. I'm actually going to grab Disorienting Landscape here because I need to get a air card anyways to play on turn 2 if I want to hit my let's see what happens. So I think we are going to go with Disorienting here. I think you could make any of these work. But I think I'll just lean towards Disorienting. And we'll do... Now I could go with the play I'll just go with this and incite the mob. I was thinking about delaying this till turn 2, but I think I should just go ahead and do it. And then let's see what happens. So let's see what happens in this land in e5. Okay, so not much. Yes, I could have saved it for next turn, but that's all right. Let's add an explore here. So let's impersonate this city. Inside the mob isn't really doing a lot. Basically, I'm just cleaning up that city. That's all I'm doing. So let's add a presence. I like to grow to this 3 card plays. So let's put a presence in e5. I will push the Han. So now this land is nicely positioned to fight back during the ravage. And then let's gain energy. So we gained 4 energy. That is crazy. And I could just go ahead and play all of these 3 guys. Oh, I need a sacred site for disorienting, right? I did not think about that, folks. If that is the case, then maybe I reconsider this move. Okay, so maybe, yeah, I probably should have delayed my... impersonate authority and incite the mob. But let's see. See if we can make this work. Now, do we want to push any the Han? I think no. I think it's fine. So we know. Let me prioritize the coast. Let me do this. Let's put a wild. Over enthusiastic arson. I'm just gonna do it over here in e5. Hope it's not a fire, and it is a fire. So we end up taking a blight cascade, but that's all right. And then we have this guy. Let's do this over. Let's do this over here. Sure. Do I want to forget this? Do I want to gain this and forget something? Steam vents. I mean, Town Destroy can be nice. Although disorienting, I do like it. It has a lot of uses. I think I'm gonna be a little greedy here and maybe forget over enthusiastic arson. I mean, arson is always giving us a fast Town Destroy though. Yeah, I'm actually going to... Sure, I'll just forget disorienting here. Down from a land with beast. Sure, I'm gonna push this down out. Let's push you over here. Okay, so that completely stops this land from building. That is great. We need to add it down. Let us add it over here. Back-to-back sands. Oh man, that is brutal. Let's see. So we have to do unexpected tigers, and if I do it in a land with my presence, I can do 2 damage with my right innate. If I pair it with both of these cards. If a land has beast, 2 damage, otherwise you may gather 1. So this land already has beast. Let me throw it in here. So we could reclaim. Any idea about slave rebellion? So it's going to be a sand slave rebellion. I really want to deal with this land. Let's see. Let's reclaim. Do I want to move anything? I don't think so, actually. Let's move this here. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and place a presence. This time I'm going to go from top. I'm going to put a presence here. Inside the mob and unexpected tigers. It's I wish there was more I could do, but let's see. Let's do this over here. Oh boy. That is fine. Dire Metamorphosis. Do we want to keep that? Sure, why not? Let's replace Steam Vents with it. Man, that is a thing of beauty. Steam Vent, sure. Now I can pay an energy to add a strife, sure. I am going to add it over... I'm actually going to add it over here. Forget a power, so that is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't want to destroy a presence. I'll just add a blight there, sure. Okay. Alright, so this is getting a little messy, but I think we should be good. So let's do this. Let's impersonate authority. Let us incite the mob. It's a lot of fear. Yeah, we are really losing out on our Dahan, aren't we? So let us reclaim. Do we want to move anything? I don't think we do. I think I'm fine where things are. This is also the slave rebellion turn, so maybe let's just push this Dahan here. And let's see what else we want to do. I kind of just want to reach this 2 energy point, and then I can start throwing some majors on the board. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the same play basically. So do 2 damage here. Sans is fine. This one I hope to clear out during the slow. Let's just see if we can impact this land. Sure, let's just forget arson here. I'm going to destroy a presence now. Let's destroy you. Slave rebellion. Nice. Inland land. Add blight to an inland land. Man, this is brutal. This is brutal. What are these events, man? And of course it's going to cascade, so that'll probably kill us. We have to do the... Okay, I don't know if this game is winnable anymore, but we'll try. We'll actually leave that guy there, and then we will add a presence here. This is brutal. Woohoo! Destroy a city. This is how much damage is this doing? 3, 4. I have to do this. Actually, I could look for a defend here. Oh, did I use the any element? I probably should have used the any element. Wait, I can use it now. Yeah, but I think I gave up the... Okay, I think we leave that there. Wonder if it's actually winnable for us. Be crazy if it is. No, this Blight card really screwed us. Otherwise, this is like a winning matchup for us. I'll leave the Dahan there. Actually, let me see. This is important. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this. So we got stage 3, but it's funny because according to the rules, so we take the escalation from the supporting adversary now. So let's see, we have to add a town here, and then we need to France6. Let's just France6 here. I'm surprised I didn't have to do it in the mountains. Huh, maybe I missed something. So this is doing 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Where is slave repair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be on the sand and mountain. I might have a way to win this, guys, as crazy as that sounds. Yeah, honestly, I have no clue. Like, this is not a Trickster build at all. Like, I mean, we made it work, but I usually want to do my G3 more. I want to, like, switch things up. Like, but because of this Blight card and the events that we got, like, I'm just kind of forced into a corner with trying to add a presence every turn so that I can destroy it. And any card, the big advantage of our build from Let's See What Happens, we are basically kind of forgetting that for energy or for this Blighted card. So this land is going to build. I could just go ahead and... No, I should be doing it over here actually, right? I kind of didn't want to push it. Guess I'll just push it here. Let me redo this turn. Sure, we'll push you here. Push you here actually. I think we have to do a G3 here to get energy to reclaim. No, okay. Yeah, I don't want to move my presence because I wanna move these Dahan somewhere. Yeah, if I win this game, it's gonna be crazy. Let's go ahead and gain air here. It might actually work, as crazy as it sounds. Oh wait, do I just freaking win? Oh man, I think I just see a win con. Win con. Oh man. Okay. I think I see a way to do it. I have to move my presence here. Oh, I cannot get the freaking Dahan in there though, man. Come on. Yeah, I need a Dahan in there and I need a beast in there. Yeah, no. Let's wait. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know if I am, but I think I'm supposed to do it like this. I need to rely on these level 3 fear cards to do some work for me. Oh, it's just from the last time. Okay, that scared me. Like, what the heck? You know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to throw that explorer in there. I'm going to throw you in here, actually. Because I don't want some extra explorer damage destroying all my hard work. And by hard work, I mean just barely surviving. Okay, so let's throw you over there. No, I don't want to do that. Keep forgetting I don't want to do that. We leave you here. Okay, there we go. And we push a Dahan in there. Okay. play these 3 guys. We'll gain an heir, sure. Skip. Destroy 1 present. Sure, let's destroy you. Destroy 2 among land with beasts. Okay, great. So we can... I'll just add a Dhan here. Just to choose for me. That was lackluster. So we'll add it down here. An explorer here. Down here, add an explorer. I think we just win here. Well, actually, I don't know if I just win here or not, but this land is dying. This is the slave rebellion turn. I really hope it is. Destroy a town, add a strife to 2, then every invader takes 1 damage per strife it has. Okay, yeah, I think we should be winning here, folks. I'll even move my presence at an extra measure of caution. This game has been a wild ride, man. This game has been a wild ride. Let's gain an heir. This is actually the only turn I'm scared of playing this. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to play it because it might actually add a blight. Like if we get something like, I don't know what, if we get something like drought or something, like that'll just instantly lose the game. So I'm just going to skip ahead here. Let's forget a power. Let's forget unexpected tigers and slave rebellion. I guess we'll add it here. Okay, destroy a town. Let's destroy you. Let's add a strife here. Just a casual triple striped city. Casual triple striped city. Sure, let's add it here. Boom! That is game. Holy shit! That was that was a wild ride. I think the RNG was definitely not in our favor this game, but we still pulled it off. So you can kind of see the power of just our starting unique hands in this matchup. Like imagine having the whole, like I didn't even get to draft a single major this game, which is what I wanted to do, but things just weren't in our favor. We flipped to this blight card, so that's saying at the start of each invader phase, each spirit forgets a power or destroys one of their presence. And then the events were not in our favor because we kept getting the blighted island effects, which were all adding more blight to the island. And then one, in this case, the center crumbles. I had to like freaking destroy 3 of my presence. So that took away my secret site, and that really limited my presence on the island. And then self-sacrifice buys time again, destroy a presence. We weren't really affected by increasing aggression or cooperation among towns. But yeah, what a wild game. I might do a rematch just to kind of have an easier time, but this was still a lot of fun. Yeah, I thought about giving up midway, but hey, just things worked out. And looking at the cards, we basically ended the game with 2 cards in our hand. And looking at the discard, Forgotten Power. So yeah, we forgot these 2, and then we forgot a bunch in the minor deck. These are all the cards we gained, but let's see what happens and forgot them at some point. But yeah, that was a wild game. Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. Also, if you think that I made like some big silly mistakes or some missed efficiency somewhere, let me know. But yeah, that's what we have. That was fun. Alright, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.